Hello, Assalamualaikum. Sekejap ya, saya nak tulis dia punya tajuk. Okay. Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Dr. Wana from Al-Madar-Tafiz. Hello, Al-Madar Aiman. Thank you for joining. So today we are live from Facebook page Al-Madar-Tafiz and Academic, and also IG, Instagram at Al-Madar_Tafiz. So thank you for those who watching. Hi, Enjoy 5789. Thank you for joining. So okay, how are you today? First, how are you today? Always be grateful with whatever you have, with whatever you experience today, with whatever you get today. So even though we are still in the period of movement control order or partial lockdown, but I hope that everyone stays safe at home. Make sure that you always care for your safety, for your health, for your soul also. So make sure that you spend your time efficiently and wisely with all good things. Hi Mashila, thank you for joining. Hi Afiq, thank you for joining. So I hope everyone is doing well. Spend your time wisely. So like how we did in Al-Madar-Tafiz and Business Elite School. So we did live. We are doing online classes for our students, so that even though they cannot be here, they cannot learn face to face with us, since everyone has to obey and adhere to the rules and regulation and also the order from the government. So we are doing a live online class. Hi Cikgu Misai Official, thank you for joining. So I hope everyone is doing good. Make sure to spend this time to upgrade yourself, upgrade your ilmu, your knowledge, in which we are going to talk about today. Upgrade your personal development, upgrade your relationship with your family, and the most important thing, upgrade your relationship with Allah. Hi Dr. Sumaya, thank you for joining. So today we are going to recap on what we discussed yesterday. So yesterday we discussed about Al-Ilmu, but I get that not many people get the gist or the learning point from yesterday. So today I'm going to recap again whatever we discussed yesterday, and then maybe we are going to show you some diagram in which I did it. I managed to find out a solution on how when I'm talking I can still show you a graph or a diagram to illustrate on what we are going to talk about on the concept of Al-Ilmu. And we are going to look at more examples today on how we should apply Al-Ilmu in our life. Hello Shamimi, Shamsuddin, thank you for joining. So today we are going to talk about Al-Ilmu. So our topic is Al-Ilmu, not just a knowledge. So Al-Ilmu is different from knowledge, okay? It's different. So first, I want to tell you, I want you to think back on how we define knowledge, how others define knowledge, and how actually Allah defined Al-Ilmu in the Quran. So Al-Ilmu is not the same as knowledge. It's different in terms of we'll talk about it in the form of diagram, so that you can understand what is Al-Ilmu and what is knowledge. Even though Al-Ilmu, the synonym in English is knowledge, but it's not quite right, because Al-Ilmu is more than just a knowledge. Hi Aswad Jamaluddin, thank you for joining. Hi Firas Al-Madar, thank you for joining. So there are many verses in the Quran that Allah explained about Al-Ilmu, but today I just want to highlight on one verse in the Quran that Allah explained about Al-Ilmu. So we are going to look at, for those who have Quran near to them, go get it. Because we will look at a few surah, a few verses today, so that we can really understand what Allah wanna teach us about Al-Ilmu in the Quran. We want to learn about Al-Ilmu, we have to base on Al-Quran, on how Allah define. Okay, so go get Al-Quran now, and if you happen to have notebook, jot down anything that you can that you find it useful from this sharing. So the verse that I want to highlight today is Surah Fathir, chapter number 35, verse number 28. So 35, chapter 35, verse number 28. Or if you are using Quran Rasam Osmani, you can look at the page 437. Okay, so أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ومن الناس والدواب والأنعام مختلف ألوانه كذلك إنما يخشى الله من عباده العلماء إن الله عزيز غفور. So if we want to understand about something, we have to make sure that we really know everything about it. So if we want to know about Al-Ilmu that Allah explained in this surah, we have to know each and every word. We have to know the meaning of each and every word. Just like how we learn about English, we have to know each and every word, the use of it, until we are able to understand and we are able to speak in English. So Quran is more than that. Quran is closer to you than English subject or any subject, because Quran is the reference for all Muslim, for all mu'min. So you have to understand. If you have chance to learn about the translation of Quran, the meaning of Quran, go grab the chance. So in Al-Madar Tahfiz and Business Elite School, we teach our student, we emphasize to our student that they have to know the meaning of each word, so that they really understand what Allah mean by every word, because every word actually carry a big meaning. You will see at the examples as we go by. So in this Al-Quran, in this verse, Allah said, Wamin, and among an-nasi, the man, wad-dawabi, and the moving creatures, wal-an'ami, and the kettles, mukhtalifun, they are various, alwanuhu, color, kadhalik, likewise, innama, only, yakhshallah, fear to Allah, min, from, ibadihi, his slaves, al-ulama'i, ulama, or those who have knowledge. Inna, indeed, Allah, azizun, the Almighty, ghafurun, the oft forgiving. So in this surah, in this verse, Allah mentioned about al-ilmu in the form of al-ulama. Look at the word al-ulama. So in Arabic language, we have to know the root word so that we can understand each and every word. So the root word comes from fi'lul madi and fi'lul mudari'. Fi'lul madi, if in English, the synonym is past tense, it's a verb. And fi'lul mudari' is present tense, verb also. Hi Khairul Isha, thank you for joining. So we have to understand this. Al-ulama, it's coming from fi'lul madi, which is alima, and fi'lul mudari', which is ya'lamu. So what does it mean? Alima ya'lamu means he has knowledge, while al-ulama is the pronoun or the doer, because just now alima ya'lamu is the verb, so alimun and al-ulama is the doer, someone, the person who did the action. So alimun is the singular and al-ulama is the plural, so means a few people, more than two people is considered a plural. So al-ulama is those who have knowledge. That is in terms of the language itself. So we have to really understand the concept. Not just the language, we have to understand really the concept. So that's why in Islam, al-ilmu is defined as any knowledge, but not just that, it is knowledge which leads to or which creates an understanding and shape our belief system, and this belief system will affect on our action and our response. That is al-ilm. It's not just the knowledge, just for information. No, it's not. It's the practicality, the application of the knowledge, that what make it al-ilm. So it's not just knowledge. Okay, so we have to understand this. So if I think I will show you, because this is just a recap from yesterday. So I want to show you the diagram that I made so that we can understand the flow or the process of our ilmu. So I will just change the front camera to the back camera. Okay, from Facebook I already changed it. How do I change in this? I'm not sure how to change to back camera on IG. I guess I just have to move the camera. It's okay, since we during teaching we are also moving here and there. So sorry, interruption. Okay, in IG, can you see the diagram? Is it clear? Can you just drop a comment whether the diagram is clear, you can really see? And also the FB, can you comment if you can see the diagram? Okay, so in this diagram, it shows the process. Still, if in IG, it will be mirror image since it's the front camera. Okay, it's okay. I will try to improve next time on how to give you a better or clearer image. If you are unable to see properly the diagram, you can just join our FB page, because I think it's clearer in the FB live. On our FB page, Al-Madar Tafiz and Academic, the diagram there is clearer because I'm using the back camera, so it won't be mirror image. But then here in IG, it will be mirror image. So that's why you can't really see. But okay, it's okay. Just I will tell you. I just want to show you the chart, the flow chart. How one after another. So this is al-ilmu. So al-ilmu is the knowledge, and in Islam, it's not just about akidah. Every al-ilmu that Allah mentioned in the Quran, not just for akidah. Akidah means our tauhid, our ibadah, and anything related to the religion. So al-ilmu in Islam is akidah plus way of life or anything that is related to our dunya, anything related to our life in this world. So any knowledge, either is akidah or way of life, anything. It can be about agriculture, it can be about anything. So all these are considered al-ilmu in Islam. So this al-ilmu is knowledge. It's knowledge, but knowledge is just a surface. It's too superficial. So means surface, what you write, what you memorize, and what you read, what you memorize, and what you write. That's knowledge. It's too surface. But then al-ilmu must lead to understanding and create or shape our belief system. So these two must be here. Cannot ilmu just end here. Knowledge, it's too surface. So it has to lead to understanding and also belief system in which it is placed in our al-qalbu or heart. And this is what we call as i'tiqad. The conviction that we have. It's not just the confidence, the conviction that we have in our heart. That is belief system. So if our knowledge doesn't shape our belief system, then it is not al-ilmu. Get it? So this understanding and belief system doesn't just end here. If not, it won't be al-ilmu. So it has to affect our action or response. Okay, so later we will talk about Insyaallah. We will see again this diagram later when I explain about Insyaallah. But this is the process, the flow of al-ilmu. It shouldn't just end at knowledge. It should create an understanding and shape our belief system, which is i'tiqad, and lead to our action. Okay, so okay, so I think I have to go back. Okay, so that is it. Later we will look at the diagram again, and we will share the diagram in our Facebook page, Al-Madar Tahfiz and Academic. So for those who want the diagram, can just visit our Al-Madar Tahfiz and Academic. Okay. Alright. So we will continue with our understanding on how Allah explained al-ilmu in this verse. So al-ilmu that is highlighted in this verse is the word al-ulama. So al-ulama just now is those who have knowledge. But there is one condition that you have to fulfill if you want to be, if how to say it, Allah will define it as al-ilmu, or for the person al-ulama, if that knowledge fulfill one condition. What is the condition? Is, okay, you look at the middle part. Innama yakhshallaha min ibadihi al-ulama. Innama here means only this condition will fulfill the criteria of al-ilmu or al-ulama. So if you look here, Allah says innama yakhshallah, means the knowledge that we have or al-ilmu that we have has to lead us to be fear to Allah. Cannot just you have the knowledge but you don't have any fear to Allah. That is not al-ilmu. That's why al-ulama is for those who have knowledge and they use that knowledge to understand and shape their i'tiqad that is based on fear to Allah. It's not just they use the knowledge to against Allah or just to show off to people. So that is al-ilmu. The condition is have to be fear to Allah. So we'll look back. You will look at few examples to understand about this. So I will just show you again on the diagram. I think today we'll just look at the diagram. So sorry for those who's watching the IG image. Okay. So sorry. Okay. So here we want to know where is which stage. So we consider this as 3 stages or 4 stages. First is the knowledge. Knowledge is what we have, what we initially get. And the second is the understanding, and third is the belief system, which will create the action, and lastly the result. So lastly, the result. Okay, so here we look at here. So knowledge. Okay, here I write the Yakhshallah here in the middle between the belief system and also the action, because this is where we decide whether this is al-ilmu or not. Al-ilmu has to follow this flow, means the knowledge should lead to understanding, belief system and action, and it has to fulfill this criteria, which is Yakhshallah. So if this Yakhshallah should be here, sincere, and then here. So okay, let's take an example. Okay, for example, we take Salah, for example. So someone who has knowledge about Salah, to perform pray, he has knowledge. He knows all the rukun, all the whatever it needs, whatever it takes for the Salah. He know the what we call that in English, syarat sah, syarat wajib. Yeah. So he knows everything about how to perform Salah. And then this knowledge create an understanding. He knows that okay, during this time he has to perform pray. Whenever he hear azan, he has to perform pray. And then this understanding will create or shape the belief system. So this is where whether that person doing something, the intention is because of Yakhshallah or for something else. So for example, we take an example that a prayer that is not based on Yakhshallah. So here in the belief system stage, the intention is not Yakhshallah, but the person pray because of other people. Someone asks him or her to perform pray. The mother or anyone, the teacher asks them to perform pray. Or they pray because they want to show off to people that they are good. Or they don't want to feel guilty whenever people ask them whether they have prayed or not. Or they pray because they want to get more sustenance. They want to get more rezeki from Allah. So if their intention not because of Yakhshallah, then their action also will not portray Yakhshallah. They will perform pray in a lazy way, or they won't understand what they read or what they recite in the pray. So their pray is not the best pray that they can show to Allah. And then this action will create the result. So if the action and the belief system is not based on Yakhshallah, means the result of their salah won't be as how Allah promised it to be in the Quran. As Allah promised in the Quran that the salah should prevent that person from doing something bad. He or she won't get that result. In fact, that person will get the opposite of that, in which Allah explained in Surah Al-Ma'un 107, chapter 107, verse number 4. So if you have Al-Quran next to you, you can check on this surah. But I'm sure a lot of us actually memorize this surah, Al-Ma'un. So, verse number 4. A'udzubillahi minasyaitanirrajim. Fawailun lil musallin. Means Allah promised to give wailun, hellfire, for al-musallin, those who pray. So in this surah, in this verse, Allah mentioned that they are hellfire, that Allah prepared for those who pray. So what kind of pray that is being rewarded with hellfire, not paradise? So Allah explained in the next ayah. فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ. Means the salah doesn't have Yakhshallah. Means he doesn't perform the pray because of Allah. He performed the pray because of other people. So we have to understand this. So that is basically the example from Salah. Okay, we take another example of agriculture. Okay, so I guess we can go back to our original position. Okay. Thank you for those who still watching. Okay, so in there is one surah, one verse in the Quran that Allah mentioned about agriculture. So anything, any knowledge is an al-ilmu if that knowledge bring you to be closer to Allah. So that's why Allah mentioned in the Quran. So about that, about agriculture, Allah mentioned in Surah Al-Kahfi, chapter number 18, verse number 32 until 40. So in this surah, okay, if anyone if for those who have Quran, look at Surah Al-Kahfi, chapter number 18, verse number 32, in which if you are using Rasam Osmani, you look at page 297. So it starts there. So a'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Okay, these verse are quite long, but I will summarize to you. So in this verse, in this ayah, Allah tell us about the story of two person who friends to those are friends. So two person. One person is rich. Allah bestowed this person, the first person. Okay, we'll take A for example. So A is someone that Allah bestowed him with two yard, two farm, and this and the other person, the friend, is poor. But this rich person is very arrogant. He thinks that his farm, in which the trees there are very healthy, the fruits are the trees are making fruits every now and then, so very fertile, very fertile. So this person A thinks that whatever he has won't be won't finish during his lifetime. So it will be enough for him, and he thinks that the farm that he has is all because of his effort. So he has knowledge about agriculture, and he thinks that knowledge is from him. So the understanding is, okay, this farm, this agriculture that I have to for business is all come from my own knowledge, my own effort. So he create a belief system that, okay, this business will grow. This business will grow, and I will use this business to fulfill or satisfy my own dreams, my own needs, my own desire. And he has no fear to Allah. A has no fear to Allah, but Allah gave a lot of his bounties. And B is poor, but he's always grateful for whatever Allah gave him. So when B see how A is, so B advise A that your whatever you have now can be vanished in the blink of eyes if Allah according to Allah will. So but A he didn't believe with B. So he continued to apply his knowledge in agriculture into his action. He know how to take care of the trees. He know everything about agriculture. But he forget one thing, that he has to do this agriculture or business because of yakhshallah, fear to Allah. He forget that one thing. So what happened next is, in the blink of eyes, one day Allah just make it vanish. Allah just take away all the bounties, all the rizqi that Allah gave to him, and he's left with nothing. So can you see this? He has knowledge. It doesn't mean that he doesn't have knowledge. He has knowledge, and he understand about it, and he apply it. But remember, the belief system is not because of Allah. He's not doing agriculture or business or anything that you have that you do in life because of fear to Allah. Then the result won't be as how you think it would be, either in this world or in the hereafter. Maybe you see that your business will be profitable in this world, but you know Allah mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 16, Allah said, "Fama rabihat tijaratum." There are some businessmen or businesswomen, anyone who do business, that the business is not profitable. Even you can see in this world, not all business is profitable. But what Allah mentioned here, it can be in this world or in the hereafter. You might have a profitable business in this world. You might be making millions or billions, but there in the hereafter, you are a bankrupt. So, I really hope that we can understand this concept. Al-Ilmu doesn't just end at the level of knowledge. No, it has to create understanding and shape our belief system, in which there come the i'tiqad or conviction, in which it will affect on how we respond to things, on how we act on things, and all this will affect our result at the end. So that's all I want to highlight today. So I hope that we can understand this concept, and Allah will give us understanding about this. Allah will always show us His guidance, and Allah will always bestow us with His mercy and love. So thank you for those who joined. We will continue the discussion in the next session. So thank you very much. This is live online class. May this benefit all of us. May all of us can spend our time efficiently and wisely. There is a question. Hail Rifki. Assalamualaikum. He asked whether this is a Tahfiz school. Yes, this is Tahfiz school. Al-Madar, Tahfiz and Business Elite School. This is a Tahfiz school and business school. We teach our students to learn about business also, and we also teach them academic. So I think that's all from me, Dr. Wana. So I hope that we can meet again during next session. And stay safe, everyone. Stay at home. If you don't have anything too important to do, just don't go out. Stay at home. Take care of your own health, and together we work together to overcome whatever obstacle that that our country are having right now. So I think that's all from me. Thank you very much. Good night. Good night. Yeah, I think it's almost 11. So good night. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.